Okay, my friends, Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. In this video, we'll be taking a look at a bottom bracket from Wheels Manufacturing. It's a pretty cool design, and it might even be the answer to all that squeaking and creaking that you're hearing in your bike. Okay, my friends, Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. Once again, thanks for tuning in. In this video, like I said, we'll be taking a look at this bottom bracket from Wheels Manufacturing. Before we do that, I want to explain to you why I think this one is so special, and the best way I can do that is explain to you why there's a need for a cool bottom bracket. For the most part, at least with mountain bikes, there are two styles of bottom brackets. They're the bottom brackets that screw into the frame, okay? And then there's a press fit bottom bracket that you press fit, you push into the cups on the frame. So if your screw-in type bottom bracket starts to squeak, well, basically you can take the cranks out, get a bottom bracket wrench out and tighten them up again. You know, things come loose over time. There's a good chance that'll take care of the creaking that you're getting from the bottom bracket. With a press fit design, it's not quite that simple. Bottom line is, if you start getting that creaking, it's probably because maybe there's some inconsistencies in the frame, possibly things are kind of warping a little bit, but there's no way to really tighten that. They do sell some aftermarket products, some different applications you can put on the bottom bracket to hold it in there tighter and help get rid of the noise. Some people will knock these bottom brackets back out, grease the hell out of them and shove them back in. That seems to help for a little while, but the grease wears away, and unfortunately, there's a good chance your creaking will come back, and that's not really all that great. Okay, now that we've talked about the two different styles of bottom brackets and the issues you may have with those, let's talk about the Wheels Manufacturing bottom bracket and how this helps with the issues I just explained. So first things first, it is a press fit style bottom bracket. Okay, you do press it in. If you have a press fit frame, you can't really get around that. You're going to need a press fit bottom bracket. The difference, though, with this press fit bottom bracket is that it does have two pieces that will screw together. Now, there are multiple benefits of this style. Number one, after you press fit it in, you screw the two together, and that will hold them tighter and in place much better than just a regular press fit bottom bracket. The other benefit, just like the other screw-in bottom bracket that I mentioned earlier, if you do get some squeaking, you can get the bottom bracket wrench out and torque it and tighten things up, because again, things may come loose over time. That's just life, and you can get things back into shape again with the bottom bracket wrench. And lastly, because the two pieces do screw together, when you install the crankset, the alignment between the two pieces will be pretty much spot on, and that will help the crankset. When it comes to rotation, it will spin a lot smoother because everything will be in sync. You won't be torquing on the bearings at all. It'll be a nice perfect line, and they will install better. Okay, cool. So we've talked about bottom brackets. We've explained what makes this one so cool. So the last thing we need to do now is get this installed. So let's go bring a camera over and we'll install this bottom bracket into the bike. The first thing we're going to do is take the female side of the bottom bracket. This is going to go on the drive side, and we're going to put some grease, okay, on the actual press fit section, and we'll put a little bit of grease inside the frame as well. Next thing we'll do is we will install this inside of the frame, okay, and we'll just kind of see how that goes right there. With that in place, we're going to use the bottom bracket installation tool, also from Wheels Manufacturing. This has these two adapters that will go on both sides. One will go inside of the bottom bracket, and the other one is going to go inside of the open part on the other side of the frame. So let's get this all set up. Okay, we've got the right one for here. I'm going to go put the other one on the other side. Now with both those installed and these little lever parts over here, you screw it on. Okay. Line everything up. Take your time. And slowly push it in. And you can see here the bottom bracket is actually getting pressed inside of the frame. So now we're going to install the non-drive side. This also needs some grease around the area that's going to be press fit into the frame. And we'll put some grease on the threads too. And then of course a little bit of grease on the actual frame. This one installs a little differently. We're going to use a wrench to put this one inside the frame. Okay, we've got the threads catching, and we'll tighten it up by hand as far as we can go. And now the rest will be done with the wrench. Now, because of the way the linkage goes with this frame, I'm going to have to use a different tool. Okay, this is also from Wheels Manufacturing. See, this tool will actually fit right over the bottom bracket and underneath the linkage. If I show you the other wrench, this one is fine here, but when I have to get it all the way into the frame, this is going to hit here. So we're going to use this guy to finish up the job. All right, and that'll pretty much get this guy installed now. I'll just clean off all the grease, and we'll go get the cranks. The kit also comes with these two dust covers. They go over the bearings, and we'll put those on the cranks and then install the crank and get it all installed. Now we've got that. Look at it, it slides right in. Perfect chain line there. Excellent. Okay, with this side of the crank installed, let's go put the other arm on and finish the install of the cranks inside the bottom bracket just to make sure everything's feeling good and turning smooth. Okay, with both sides installed, that is feeling great. It's tight, there's no play, and look at how smooth that spins. A big reason for this nice smooth spin is because of how well the bottom bracket is aligned and how smoothly the actual crank can go and slide in between the two bearings. So that's going to pretty much do it for this video. The Wheels Manufacturing bottom bracket is super cool. It'll definitely help get rid of the creaking that you might be getting from your bottom bracket. It installed really easy. Of course, you need to have the right tools. You can get all the tools from Wheels Manufacturing, and I mean, there you go. There's the proof. These cranks are happy and installed in my bike. If you have any questions or want to learn more about these products, put those in the comments down below. And that's going to do it. Keep the party on the pedals, my friends. Gene from Regular Guy Mountain Biking. I'll catch you all later in the next video.